right now. Okay, I think we're live, and this is just an experiment
Okay.
to see how good the Skype chat will be for an upcoming commission that I know that Scott wants to do. I couldn't
Okay.
get. I don't think Scott's on right now. Let me look. Maybe I should have asked him, but that's okay. He'll show up when we do this. Scott, are you on? Scott. Actually, no, he is away. So you're here, Vidoc, aka. You want to introduce yourself?
Uh, Hello, hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Hello, good evening, afternoon, good day, I think. I'm Joker, or Joe.
Yep.
I've been pals with CR for, now, 6 years now?
Yeah, just
5?
about.
Yeah. And before I start, I
Oh,
want to
just
ask you
wait, just
something
wait.
very important.
Yeah. Just wait. I gotta ask something very important too, guys. Hey Condor. Hey Justin Jackson. Dustin. Are you don't have an icon? I think you're the Justin. I know you are. But anyway, hello everyone. Um, can you hear Joe? Joe, say something.
Joe, say something. Hello?
Okay. Well,
Sorry, I
if
had to.
if if they can hear you, he will. They will say something. Wait, who is this guy
Okay.
other than CR? Okay, I assume they can hear you. Okay, yeah,
Hello!
this is Joe from the yeah, I knew it. You were Dustin Demon. Yeah, this is just an experiment to prepare for another stream that I know Scott wants to do. He did a commission and he wants to actually be on with me at the time. So now we're just doing this easy one because this just seems like a really simple commission of Miss Physics from that Dexter's Lab episode. And I want to see how OBS and streaming will hold up with this voice. But first, I got to adjust something. I got to adjust my Saya setup so that way my pen will be a lot smoother because I can already tell it's a bit janky. So anyway, Joe, how you been?
That was what I going. That was what I was going to ask you. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, First off, I've been fine, hectic as hell, but everything okay in here. How's things over there?
Oh, good. Our insane president has just, cut the budget for a bunch of students, and companies can now sell our internet histories to each other. So,
So,
whatever.
how does it feel to have a Spanish dictator as a president? I mean, a South American dictator as a president.
Oh, yeah, I know. You guys, for those who don't know, Joe is from Chile, and we've gone back and forth, and his country has, of course, had a lot of issues. So, it sucks, Joe. It kind of sucks. I will say that.
Welcome to Latin America. That's how we feel.
Yep.
Well, how we felt. Um, well, other than that, today I went to check out some cosplays. I'm working on. Tomorrow I'll go watch Ghost in the Shell,
You're gonna what?
and I'm gonna go watch Ghost in the Shell. I got tickets for the avant premiere.
I can't hear. What movie is it?
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm not really. I mean, I know of Ghost in the Shell. I really don't know a lot about it. Hold on, there's something wonky with my pen. I gotta go get the settings. I wonder if it.
It's okay.
I wonder if it kicked off. God, this Wacom thing, or maybe it's just because my laptop's kind of old. Uh, it does this thing where it'll select the entire. Oh, I know what I did. I just plugged it in after playing a few rounds of. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I played a few rounds of Overwatch, and it will. Usually, I have it set to where it's just on one side of one monitor, but whenever I unplug the monitor to plug in the PlayStation 4, it will then switch to the whole thing. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Wow.
You
This
know,
this first 4 minutes is just set up.
it's okay, dude. We're doing it. We're doing a stream guerrilla style.
Yep. Let's.
I wanted to ask you something, dude. I was thinking because I don't know if you know this, but Blizzard is very close to its fans.
Uh huh.
I can't, I can't say, I cannot say or deny, confirm or deny that one of my friends might work as a judge in Blizzard
Ooh.
for some of the games.
Uh huh.
I can't confirm or deny, but apparently a lot of the skins of Overwatch are being reviewed. So fans who have done very good fan art can add the skins that they made into the farm. I mean, from fan art to the game. So
Ooh.
I'm not saying that you should make your own new skins, wink, wink, but you should
Oh.
totally try it sometime.
Okay. Yeah, I could. Uh. God, I would love to make a Widowmaker skin. Although, yeah, because I don't like any of her legendaries. God, this woman has got a weird head. Her eyes, her glasses, it's almost like her head stops here, then her eyes. Yeah, that'll work out fine. Anyway, like I said, I don't like any of the Widowmaker skins, but I interrupted my own idea because I was gonna say the Widowmaker game is completely changed with Orisa. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, yeah,
Because now, and this happened to me like 3 times in a row, it's an Orisa and a Reinhardt, and they get on the payload, and you can't snipe anybody.
dude. I'm a PC player. It's more. To be honest, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. For a long time, I was trying to figure out how to send gifts because I wanted to give you the Overwatch on PC so we can play together.
Ooh.
And uh,
Well,
I play
don't do that.
snipers.
Don't do that. I don't even have a PC. I think I can play it.
Dude.
Just hold off on that. I mean, maybe I'm
Yeah,
looking to. Well, I'm not looking. My grandma's looking to replace the computer that went down. I keep telling her. I keep trying to talk her out of basically she wants to buy a better computer and she kind of more or less wants to let me use it. But I keep telling her that all she needs to do is just use a wireless keyboard for her iPad, and she can do everything that she wanted to do on the computer with that. And
little off topic, very quick.
uh huh.
How's Grandma Fontaine doing?
Oh, she's doing good. She ran around with my mother yesterday shopping, and so she kind of petered out a little bit today. Lay down, slept most of it. No, not most of it. She can go strong until maybe around 1 o'clock, and then she gets a little tired.
Send
If
her.
she's done a lot of things the day before, and she stayed out a couple hours with my mother yesterday. They went out shopping. I didn't change of plans. I didn't go over there. Mom came over here because they were sending off a package to my aunt, and and I stayed here. I cooked dinner for them, and it was fun. But anyway, yes,
So,
she's doing very good.
send her my regards. I mean, dude, when the package of peanuts arrived here, I had to tell my parents about you, and they always ask me to send you my to for for them to send you my their regards. Sorry,
Hmm.
I'm still a little bit buffed in a long day. Um, as for the Overwatch thing, like I was saying, dude, I'm very used to play sniper. Not very good. I will admit, I'm not that good with sniper. But the second skill of Arisa fucking breaks my game because being a sniper is like putting a needle through like like a needle through the
Yeah,
eye
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Through needle through a thread through a needle head.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm like sniping the move, and then Arisa uses that skill that moves you. You've missed, and I go like, God damn it, Arisa! Why you ruined my game,
well,
man?
yeah, that's a
Why?
problem too. She can knock you off a ledge, and that's funny. I love doing that. Um, in fact, I was playing the Chinese Asian market today, and I managed to drag both a Zenyatta and a Hanzo off the edge with that green thing. They just came around. You know, They expected to flank us, and I just shot out the green thing. It grabbed on both of them and yanked them both off the thing. I got play of the game for that. I think that's the highlight is still in the thing, but yeah, it's that green thing is both a blessing and a curse. But mainly sorry. Here, go ahead.
No, sorry. I was remembering. I think. Have you seen that meme of the Iron Giant and Roadhog? Okay, so do you remember how in the map of Greece there's one sector that has like a bottomless pit?
Yeah.
So there was a player playing Roadhog. The guys were about to win, but they had a diva making a lot of noise. So the Roadhog, she starts going to self-destructive. The Roadhog uses the chain, grabbing the self-destructing bot, and he jumps to the hole to commit suicide with the diva bot to avoid the thing.
That's cool. I should do that sometime.
Wait, the thing is that somebody took that clip, put the slow motion on it, and on top put the scene of the Iron Giant saying, "You don't have to be a bad guy. You can be a hero." And when he's dying, when you can see the kill cam, you hear the going like Superman.
That's awesome. I gotta look up that GIF. But what I was saying is that when people I always make a joke going like, oh, the meta. I never realized what that was until now, because now the shield defensive heroes are getting a lot of play. Winston is back because Winston plus Orisa plus Reinhardt. It's about setting up that defense line, and it's like, again, it's really annoying if you play sniper and you live for those shots, but the Orisa drops her shield, Reinhardt has his shield constantly. You need a lot of damage to bring both those down. I caught on to it a little bit quicker than usual because I forgot. I'm actually drawing her kind of thin. She's actually got big old bitties. Them big old bitties. Hey, are you a fan of Squidbillies?
Let me tell you one thing. We had it here in South America in a very bad dub. And after that, I was forced myself to watch every Adult Swim show in SAP to watch the original language. And yeah, I love I really love that show. I really want the soundtrack.
Yeah. I love it how they have a different artist does the main theme. And hey, Scott, I just I saw you jump on. Basically, this is Joe as being my guinea pig to see how the stream will hold up with a Skype conversation. And so far, it seems pretty good. It's in the orange, which means that I think this will actually be something that could be feasible. I was afraid of it because, like, oh god, it's not gonna stand up. We're going to go in the red, But, I could probably do this a lot more often then.
I'm giving her all that she can, Captain! By the way, what do you thought about that clip I showed you of Space, the George Lucas one?
Which one? Oh, yeah, I watched a bunch of other clips. Where he's just yelling at the little kid in the comic book store. He's like, I don't care if you saved up your 50 pennies. Can I have a word with you in my office?
Wait. It gets better. Let me spoil
it. Don't spoil anything for me. I have to watch the rest.
Okay, but you have to go down on the space. Okay, Scotty sent me a message. He's saying... Oh, he just wanted to say hey. Hey, Scotty! Sorry.
Yeah,
Morty! Sorry.
Here, let's see. Just wait a second. Let's do this. How do you put more than one person?
Oh, you need to get the live. Oh, you mean the? Okay, do you want me to add it to the
Okay, here,
chat?
just wait. I got it. Add to group call.
By the way, Scotty's mic is a little bit fucked up, so
Oh,
downstairs to connect.
okay.
Okay, there we
Hello?
go.
Scott? No, it's connected.
He has. By the way, Scotty's mic is a little bit.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hello?
Fucked up, so.
Yeah,
Downstairs
Scott,
to-
you gotta turn down our the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Because I think I'm high, I can hear my own voice from the outside.
Yeah, me too. I was
Hang
like,
on just a second.
Let's see
Let
how
me-
this
let me-
works.
let me-
Let's see how this works for 3 Skype calls.
Alright, hold on just a second.
By the way, I have to do something. I'm sorry, CR, but considering that there's 3 of us, hey, welcome to the CR Pizza Party podcast. Who are you people?
Eh?
Yeah, I'm Chad.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's the Pizza Party podcast. The thing that Pan did.
yeah.
Let's see. So anyway, how you doing, Scott? Yeah, this is just a little experiment to see if the stream will hold out on. Basically, it's a stress test for Skype conversations during the stream.
Okay.
Because that's why I didn't want to set anything up with you and your commission, because I know you want to be on. I know you want to talk with me while I'm doing it, but I didn't want to actually. How can I put this? I didn't want to actually. This way, if things go south, we can just say, "Oh, well, everything's crashing. Okay, everybody, we'll call it a, an evening, or not an evening, but I could kick Joe. I have no qualms about kicking Joe off, and saying, Joe, my computer's busted. Go away." But I didn't want to invite you on the channel and then have everything kind of get messed up in the middle of attempting to do that. So this is just a really quick, a stress test, a dry run, what have you, of what we can hopefully do later on.
I have no problem with that at all, my friend.
Yeah. So anyway, hey,
Can
Scott.
I add something about kicking Joe? I love you too, buddy.
Anyway, what were we gonna say, Chad?
Oh, I was going to ask, do you play Overwatch?
No, I don't have a PS4, and it's on my #1 spot on the wish list. Mainly because today I had a bit of a last straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh no! What
Basically,
happened?
I found out that Telltale Games, their release of Guardians of the Galaxy is not getting a PS3 release, and that really set me off.
Oh.
Well, mother. Wait.
Wait.
You can run it
Telltale
on PC.
Games is having Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, Telltale and Marvel are making a Guardians of the Galaxy game, and I am super excited for it.
Oh yeah, you're a huge Guardians of the Galaxy fanboy. Not so much.
Well-
you're a big fan of that. Not so much Howard the Duck. I think you like Howard the Duck a little more, don't you?
Oh, yes. Howard the Duck is my #1 favorite Marvel character. Deadpool's funny, but I love Howard more. He needs a reboot.
I'm trying to figure out what to do. Wait, doesn't he have a regular series right now?
In comics, yes. I love what they're doing in the comics, but I would really love to see him animated, or maybe even, and this is a long shot, like maybe a Netflix series, but I'm not holding my breath for that one.
Okay.
Can I give Scotty an orgasm?
Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
Scotty, picture this. What would you do if, and what if scenario? Netflix announced a Howard the Duck show made by the same team that made the Duck Detective show.
Duckman?
What's the name?
Duckman?
Yeah, what will you do if the same if the same writers of Duckman made a show of Howard the Duck.
If Netflix did that,
Yeah, what will you do?
I would have to find I would have to find a job or at least a source of income so I can get Netflix back.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, Collapsu Chupo. They, I think they went bankrupt.
What?
That stinks.
Well, no, they
Why
have.
am I
Think about it. What have they done in the last couple years? I know they went bankrupt because they did a lot of like weird Flash animation stuff. Copy paste. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this girl's arm. Yeah, if you look up their filmography or whatever, you'll see that they did a lot of like weird cheap little Flash animations. They were kind of struggling towards the end of everything.
Are you telling me that the Thornberries Go Wild killed Class Cashupo?
No, not the Thornberries Go Wild. I'm thinking more about the Immigrants. Or have you? I have this on DVD because they released.
Sorry if I seem a little quiet.
They released it as a movie. It's called The Immigrants, but it's actually it was actually a TV series pitch. It was starring John Belushi and Hank Azaria as these two immigrants from Russia who were trying to like make ends meet and raise one of the Belushi character. He had a daughter. He was trying to help and raise little tiny because he was an illegal immigrant from Russia. And
I have never.
You've never heard of this? I never heard of this until I saw it on a DVD and had to buy it immediately. It was pretty crazy. Let's see. Damn, her arm is like weird. I need what I need to do. There we go.
Before I forget, dude, I was talking to some of my South American friends about your show, and one of them mentioned a comic that you might be interested. That it's a very underground in USA, but it's a big hit in across the pond.
What's it called?
Saint Trinians.
What?
It's called Saint Trinians.
Spell that out.
S-T. S. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna write it on the chat because.
Also, here, let me save this. Miss Physics.
There we go. So, Saint Trinians is the story. It has a comic book. I mean, it has a comic strip, a comic book, like 8 movies, and a TV show apparently.
Really?
So it's a ladies' school, for females only school, but that teaches the world to survive the women. So they're taught, for example, for mathematics, they're taught how to gamble. For sports, they're taught how to cheat or how to break teeth without the arbiter to notice. For chemicals, they teach the girls how to make homemade bombs. So it's like Breaking Bad mixed with Hogwarts for girls.
Huh. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. But it's like what? What's the art style? Is the art style like cartoony or?
For the original comic book, let me give you an example.
Hold on.
Because, like I tell you, it's a comic strip. Okay, it reminds me a lot of the original Addams Family things.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so it's kind of like dark humor. It's not like.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me show you one of the strips.
Okay, cool.
A guy called Ronald Searly. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, okay. Wow, that is like old school Addams Family. Here, let me see if I can actually pull it up for our viewers at home. Come on, download it or something.
Okay. This is very dark. So you can get an idea of the sense of humor of the thing. Please read the thing.
Okay, Actually, now my computer is chugging. I'm going to, but yeah, everyone, you can look up for our players at home. Look up copy, just copy. Here, I'll put it in
SD.
the. I'll put it in the. I'll put the it in the stream, and for viewers at home, you can look it up yourselves. It does really feel like it's got an old school Addams Family. God, what's the name of that guy? I forget.
Ronald Searle from 1946 to 52. Holy shit.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
So this is an old strip. So that's no wonder.
Yeah.
It looks like it is. It feels like. Is there any like modern interpretations of it, or?
There's a bunch of movies that are the modern interpretations. Holy shit, the movie starts in 1954 and they've been till 2009.
Huh.
Huh. So yeah, it has like a long extension. Let's see.
Her hair is just like.
The cartoonist also.
I'm having a hard time with her freaking head because I'm the three references I have. Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. This second pair of glasses, it should be stretched all the way back like this, I think.
By the way, I can't the stream because I will die. But what character are you drawing?
I'm drawing a Miss Physics from the I think Dexter's Laboratory. No, it's not the pilot. Just
I think it's the second pilot.
No, that's right. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
The
this is a commission. Wanted me to
yeah.
draw her. This has got to be
Oh
longer.
yeah. Now I remember her. Whenever Dexter had like a dream of him being famous, he always came and give him a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
And there was Einstein for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah. And the part is that she was voiced by his mother, Kathy Sose.
Can somebody call freaking Freud?
But anyway, I like this. There's one thing that makes her hair look like she's got this big old pompadour, but there's one drawing I like where it's just like she's got just this one lick right there. There we go. And then this goes into this is much that woman from what was it? The Inside Out, which I finally saw.
Oh.
And
So
Inner workings?
Inner Workings, yeah, that's it. Inner Workings.
Sorry, I tend to be a correction nut.
No, that's correct. I mean, I was wrong. Inner Workings. I finally saw it, and I have to say it was like really frenetic. Nothing really sat in. It wouldn't let anything sit in, really. It was always moving, I think. And I think that was just might have been just because it didn't have all the time in the world to tell its story. But there was just a lot. It was just, I don't know, it just like went too fast. The only slow part it had was towards the end when brain was realizing what was going on. In its life. Oh, okay, I see.
Live stream off.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, for a second it said live stream offline.
No, I've got green on the board over on my end.
Oh. I admit.
But sometimes it does that. Sometimes it chokes, and by the way, the
guys,
stream will be hearing this like at least a minute later, because that's the way I have it set up. It runs as smooth as I can get it to run.
Dude,
Okay.
that's why whenever some sometimes you say something on Overwatch, I go like, "Holy shit, dude, that's a reference to that," and you go like, "Huh? What does that mean?" Because the delay, I don't know if because my internet is shit, but it's almost like 2 minutes here.
Really?
Yeah, I mean down here.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Excuse me.
oh, sorry, I'm talking to you guys, and I'm dealing to see if I can do a prop for a cosplay.
Oh. No problem.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm doing a JoJo cosplay,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna do Kira.
Okay,
And
I don't know who Kira is.
the guy who had a fetish for hands, the serial killer.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take your word for it. I don't know
Okay.
any of the names. I mean, is he the one with the two
Evil-
left hands, or?
No. That he's from part 4. David.
Hold your ears.
Okay. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-ba-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-ba-bum-bum.
Great to hear from you again, Joe.
Yeah, I've been busy as hell, dude. But how you been, Ladio?
I'm fine. My wife and I are visiting my mother and stepfather, and we're slowly moving our stuff to a new house because we're going to be moving later in the sometime later in the summer.
Oh, cool. Where are you guys heading to?
Bourbonnais. It's about a couple hours from where we're currently living, and long story short, I can't wait to get out of DeKalb.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Hello.
Sorry.
Oh, what was that?
I play the harmonica.
Oh, cool. Here you go.
Look, listen. Hold on, give me 1 second.
That's very nice.
Impressive.
Yes.
Thank you. I don't know how to improvise.
That's there's this one thing where the commissioner of this piece said, I asked him, he said, okay, Miss Physics, and I said, okay, great, what do you want her doing? And he said, oh, I don't know, anything. And there was that moment setting up, I was like, oh God, what am I gonna draw? Because it's whenever I get commissions, it's always something like, they explain what they want, and sometimes in great detail, sometimes in too much detail. You get a freaking novel. And then other times it's a nice general, just oh, I want this, this, and this. When you're kind of told, oh, I want this character and I want them to do anything you can do anything you want with them. There's that moment of, and artists have it, and there's like a bunch of different comic strips about it. It's that sensory overload. It's like, oh, okay, I could do anything. What does that include? So I'm just gonna have her sit here with a simple statue. She's gonna be holding up a physics statue and be like, I don't know, maybe winking at the audience.
You know what would be interesting? Might I add something to it? Like in the background to have written like second place and third place. Second place Neil deGrasse Tyson. Third place Stephen Hawking.
No. I'm gonna just ooh, and I saw this one thing when I was I wanted to look up the clip it just by itself alone, and she's got this cute overbite. And that's
I didn't notice.
Not when you look up on the Wikipedia, they don't show you that part. I mean, you don't see that part on the Wikipedia page. So I was like, oh, that's actually like a really unique dental arrangement in this section. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll use that.
Okay,
Um,
can I ask you a question from the point of view of somebody who constantly does drawings?
yeah.
You mentioned the idea of sensory like overload.
Uh-huh.
I was rereading Hell by Alan Moore,
Oh.
and what do you prefer for the writer or for the person who has you the commission to be not vague but just general, or do you want somebody who's incredibly specific, like doing an essay?
Like you mean super like well, let's see. If someone could be when I mean like I said there's a perfect middle ground where they're like where there's a point where you know you give a short description of what you want. I want this character bada ba. I want it doing this bada ba, and there's just enough wiggle room to like maybe figure out what they want. I have gotten commissions where they literally have set up like a story. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, like hold on a second. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, just like a you know, like, oh, well, this is this part of the story, and you know, and the worst part is when they give you the material to read, uh, and then you have to. They expect you to kind of defer what you want from the scene from that. Uh, like, like I don't know. Basically, it's like a testing. It's like a reading comprehension test. That's what it is. It's like, oh yeah, I want a character. I want this, and you know, here's the background for this story. And it's like, I have to say, okay, well, first of all, I need to know what you want them to do. You know, I have to kind of settle them down. Be like, okay, just give me a quick overview of what you want the character to be doing. What's the any significant objects to be featured with the characters? So yeah, I would actually prefer just when like this commissioner, where they go and they say, "Oh yeah, just do anything you want." I'm sorry, I've been ignoring everyone else in the chat. Hello, Miss Watkins. Hello. Oh, the chat just disappeared. Hello, Liz. Hello,
Hola, gente.
Titan Dragon.
Hello, Mrs. Watkins.
Yeah.
Hello, Liz. Hello, Miss. Hello, everybody.
So anyway,
Hi, everybody.
so yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing. Okay. Which? Oh, she's got earrings that are like little quasars or whatever. Atoms. She's got atoms for earrings.
Any genre you like to draw more than others, like fantasy, science fiction, horror?
Well, I like animation. You know, the same kind of I guess fantasy. I would have I had to put it into a genre. Damn it! If that's Uncle Mike again. No, it's Mom. Okay, hold on. You two talk amongst yourselves.
So we have to talk among ourselves.
Doing well.
Hmm.
Awkward silence if you want.
Tonight we had bratwurst.
I can't think of anything to say.
Oh, okay. I can hand her the phone right now.
So, like,
There, that's her.
sorry, I had to do that. Whenever I have nothing to say, I just
Okay.
ask that to him.
Okay, they connected. Ah.
So I was stabbing the Joker in the throat, and I had to. Oh, hi, CR.
Oh, are we talking about Song of the Sea?
Sure, why not?
Well, I'm sorry.
We were not-
The chat was talking about Song of the Sea, and I thought, oh wow, you guys are talking about Song of the Sea.
Song of the Sea. Was that the Irish movie or?
It's it's by the same people that made the Secret
Secret
of
of Kells,
Kells, and they are working on another one, something about Wolf Girl or something.
I still have yet to see Secret of Kells.
It's a super good movie, like really, really fantastic. The art style is great.
Oh, look, you really need to watch that, especially coming from a guy who likes to do the Irish accent.
Uh,
There we go.
I'm sorry.
This he said Irish accent. Wait, does Scott like to do an Irish accent, or do you?
No, no, no. No. Me, I said I need to watch that, especially since I like to do the Irish accent.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Scottish accent, hence my nickname Scotty Lad.
Yeah, I'm part Scottish and a little
I
bit
didn't know
Irish.
that.
Yeah, well, I'm Irish on my grandmother's side, Scottish on my father's side, uh, Italian on my father's father's mother's side. I don't know, but it's like definitely Italian, Scottish, Irish. Just
Hmm.
and my
Well,
grandfather I know had a little bit of Cherokee.
wow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
The only I think the only one that I know aware of is that from my mother's side I'm part Portuguese.
Ooh.
I know my mother was born in Hawaii, and I was
Not a real
born at an
thing.
Air Force Base hospital in Alaska.
Okay, in my case, for my father's side, I believe I'm Spaniard and a little bit Italian. For my mother's side, there's a confusing story, which we don't know to which degree it might be true, but I might be part gypsy, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to find out.
Gypsy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's say that my mom doesn't know who her dad was, and she doesn't care.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Anyways, what have you guys been reading lately? You been reading anything?
Let's see. New Master gave me the third journal of on Gravity Falls, and I've been forcing
I
myself
love
to
that.
review that. I gotta read that, and I gotta do a review of that because it was really nice of him to give me a copy. I've actually got to do a lot of. I got a mailbag, and I gotta film something, but I've just been doing other things for everybody else.
Personally, I'm a trickster. It's part of my nature. For a long time, because getting your package ready, I was thinking about writing you a letter. The first part of the letter was going to say, "There's no anthrax in here," but then I remember that you Yankees are a little bit paranoid, and I decided that might be in bad taste.
Yeah, it would kind of be not. Well, you might get in a lot of trouble. I don't know about me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speak,
Yeah.
or speaking of your PO box, Chad
Uh-huh.
is I'm you don't have to have an answer for it now, but is there anything that you'd like for me to draw you for your birthday?
My birthday. That's not for another couple months. In fact, your birthday's coming up faster than mine, isn't it?
No, my birthday's September 11th.
Oh.
Oh.
My birthday's not for. Let's see. Well, let's see. March, April, May, June. Well, it's 4 months away. I don't know. I always like. It's weird, but ever since I did emergency, I commissioned someone for an emergency. They needed emergency funds, and ever since I commissioned her, I've been been asking for Iris, Isis Vanderchill from Darkwing Duck.
Ah,
So I think you drew one for me already, didn't you? Or was that someone else?
yeah, I made one for you one time for one of your birthdays, and the other time was from last Christmas.
Ah, that's right. That's right. Okay. Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I like that character. If that's just unless you want to do something else, because I don't know then. But yeah, I mean.
Well, let me ask you this: if I can't do Isis Vanderchill, do you want something original from me, or would you need at least a few weeks first for something else that you would like?
No, I'll take anything that you can. It's a gift, and yeah, anything that you come up with, I'm sure I love.
Okay, I don't want to disappoint you because I know I made one picture for your birthday featuring my vampire witch character.
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh, good. I honestly didn't know if you liked that one or not.
Well, didn't I tell you I did? Or did I not? Did I
To
not
be
get
hon-
back to you? Shit.
To be honest, my memory's not been that good, so I wouldn't blame you if you did or didn't. So like I said, my memory's not the best.
Well, my memory's not the best, but I'm sure I would have said something to you. But anyway, yeah, that would be awesome. Just anything you come
All
up
right,
with.
then I'll definitely think of something for you.
That reminds me, Scotty. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I was thinking, Scotty, let me know when you have more time because the adventure of your detective keeps on going. I've been writing a lot. Remember, I don't sleep, so I have the game you set up.
Huh?
You have the
Don't you remember?
GameCube set up?
Oh no, the game. I used to run a role-playing game to Scott through Skype.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, me neither. Basically, Scott killed a vampire, and it was sweet.
Tried to make my character similar to the detective from my Lone Star story, and I tried to give him a little bit of Bruce Campbell mixed with Archer personality.
That sounds awesome.
Dude, the best things on the role-playing games happen when nobody's expecting. Have I ever told the story that... Okay, very short and sweet. My players, we were playing a steampunk game set in a little bit early before the World War One. And the players decided to say, hey, I'm gonna go scavenger things. I'm gonna go partying. I'm gonna go to the bar. So they left one of my players alone with the ship. He suddenly heard gunshots outside. He took a peek, and he saw a lot of people shooting at a car. And I look at my player, and he goes like, "Oh, I take a gun and I shoot the driver and the passenger. I go and shoot them point blank." I go like, "Okay, roll. You will never do this." "Okay, you did it." So the guys look at me, go like, "Okay, our characters come back. So what happens?" So guys, Nelson's character started World War. Wow, Nelson, what did you kickstart the First World War? He said, "I don't know. Everybody was doing it, and I wanted to be popular."
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen? Seconds. Something's going down. Be right back.
In the meantime, Scott, I got a question for you.
What?
Iceland is in the North Atlantic. Its capital city is Reykjavik. With that being said, the question is, how's your comic doing?
That threw me in a bit of a loop.
That's the idea.
Specifically, what do you? I mean, are you talking about my Lone Star comic?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm going through a bit of a writer's block because I can draw, but when it comes to stories and situations, I can't do it.
Can I give you a little bit? Dude, do you know I can come up with characters in less than 2 seconds? If you need ideas, call me. I'll brainstorm.
Well,
Okay, I'm back. Oh, it just was just checking on Grandma. I was gonna say, have you guys heard of Harmon Quest?
nope.
No.
It's an internet series. It's based on something called CISO. Let's see, what was I gonna say? It's starring the writer from Community. He basically runs. Not he doesn't run. His friend runs a D&D game with a bunch of celebrity guests.
Is tabletop? No, where the one from Rooster Teeth?
Yeah, and they animate it, and it's really.
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay, that reminds me. There's these two guys who make a RPG tabletop live with what's the name of this actor who plays Wesley Crusher on Enterprise?
Joss Whedon.
Yeah, with God's Whedon. I believe it's called Dungerine Incorporated or something like that, and it's pretty awesome, especially because they have live music.
Oh, cool.
But dude, like I always say, if you ever wish to try to roll in bones, dude, go ahead.
All right,
I don't bite.
will. But now I'm a little concerned. My pin's getting really slow. That might just be because I'm using lazy Nizumi while I'm trying to do all this stuff.
Okay, CR, I have a question for you. Iceland is in the North Atlantic.
Yeah.
Its capital city is Reykjavik.
What?
Are you able to watch the Court of these things I sent ya?
The what?
To Maltese.
Yeah, I think I was able to watch part of it. Unless it.
The one where he goes.
Actually, YouTube's gone crazy because now a bunch of my things, like Fox blocked my Futurama video outside of my own country.
Do you want me to do black magic on them? Well, it's
no,
Fox. They're gonna die.
I'm just saying. Kara, he got his channel taken down for a little bit.
That scared me.
I didn't scare me because he's, something like if Team 4 started around, then I know that a review channel really couldn't. I mean, especially he's fairly popular. I mean, he's not like one of those other higher up schmucks like what Let's Players or anything like that. But he's I like to think that he's earned his fan base, with something a bit more cerebral.
Okay. I have to say this. How you know you're famous in YouTube? Somebody thinks that's how you know you're famous.
Yeah, I guess.
Huh?
Someone targets your channel, is he saying?
That's how you know you're famous.
No, I don't think so. I think
Sounds odd.
I think you're famous when you can. I don't know. I'm just saying. I know that there are other channels that get away with a lot more stuff because they do have a higher following. Like like Supercut.
Sorry.
I mean, God, they just get to cut up a whole TV show, and they, no one ever bothers them.
By the way, I forgot to say this. Did you saw the Funny or Die video on Samuel L. Jackson?
The one where they blame him for society's problems.
Yeah.
The one that's like, oh, I love you, but my kids smoke because or something like that.
Yeah. I took my 3-year-old to watch Django. Can't stop saying the N-word. Just took a 3-year-old to watch Django?
I've actually heard the audiobook of
Go to bed.
Go to F to
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Go to F to Sleep. That just seems like a little too blatant. But I love that one. I do love the one that Joe was talking about, where it's like you blame him for all the problems, even though it's just movies and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a kind of a bittersweet story.
Bittersweet.
Do you remember when? Yeah, because it's awesome, but now that I think about it, it's horrifying. Do you remember when Watchmen came out in the cinemas and the movie theaters, and it was the parenthesis biggest adult comic book movie there was on its
Yeah.
moment. Okay, so here in Chile, the ratings are a little bit fucked up. I mean, Logan is 14 and up. Okay.
Dude.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
14, even though it's rated R. And-
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's
Welcome
see. What
to
is?
Chile.
Hey guys, what is R? I forget. I've been an adult for long enough that I don't remember what R is. Do you have to be 16 and older? I'm asking
18, I
Scott,
believe.
and maybe the chat.
Oh.
Oh, repeat, please.
What's R? I forget. Is it like 16 and older, or?
I think it's 17 and over.
17. Okay, because I think I remember being like 16 and getting into an R-rated movie.
What movie was it?
I don't know. It was some dumb movie. I went with my friends. Freddy versus Jason. Which I
Dude.
there's worse movies to watch, but I mean, I wasn't really interested in it. But
No.
I wasn't interested at the time. I mean, it is kind of like a nice to be like, oh yeah, I was there for that, but you know.
All I'm gonna say is, Freddy vs. Jason is shit, but it's my kind of shit. Now, return to the story very quickly. So I was like 17 with my friends. We were able to get into cinema, and a guy at that took his 5 and 6 year olds to watch Watchmen. I still don't know how or why. And it
That's
happened to
not
me
good.
again when I went to Logan. Thing is that in Watchmen, then the parent was complaining that how would you allow superhero movies to be R-rated?
Oh, okay. Well, then you missed the point of
Yeah.
Watchmen.
I still find it hilarious that some parents actually took their kids to see Deadpool,
Yeah, again.
Oh, dude.
and this actually happened when my wife and I went to see Deadpool on Valentine's Day. There were some kids in the audience, and in my head I'm going, do they even know what rated R means?
Some adults do, but and they take their kids anyway. But some people don't. They just assumed that it was a superhero movie. And think about Deadpool. I mean, there are certain. I'm not gonna say. I'm trying to think about how to relate this. Deadpool has his own comic book series, or enough of his series to, show people that he has an adult subject. But then on the other hand, he's also appeared on Spectacular Spider-Man as a character. So Marvel has kind of done that to themselves because they've saturated this character as both kind of like a goofy meme and all that stuff. Even though he's supposed to be like, real grim and dark and gritty with that kind of black humor on top of it. But again, like I said, at that point, they'd kind of saturated the character, so, he appeared in Spectacular Spider-Man, he appeared in the straight-to-home video Hulk movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah,
for
Hulk.
no-
He didn't do he didn't do anything like incredibly gratuitous. In fact, he was just kind of a jokester. So again, it's kind of like that whole market's brand saturation that people aren't just kind of you got a superhero, you got Superman who if they take their kids to see Batman versus Superman, they're wondering why everyone hates Superman and why Superman's acting like such a jerk. Or, he's destroying the whole city when just like a week ago they saw him on, that new Justice League cartoon that's really light and, humorous. It's that kind of saturation where at any given time you can have Batman like scream in a little kid's face, "I'm the goddamn Batman," and at the same time, like, hang out with Commissioner Gordon on Teen Titans Go watching fireworks. You know, it's the it's that saturation that kind of makes it hard for you to figure out, well, what kind of superhero am I seeing now? Now with Batman, it's like, yeah, adults might not bring their little kids to see, The Dark Knight. They might, they might, you know, they might actually do that. Um, I don't think The Dark Knight gets too gritty, but it might still be inappropriate for younger kids. But on this, it's like with Batman, he's well known enough, and the audience will research what they're going into most of the time. For Deadpool, he's popular on the internet. I don't think he's like Superman or Batman tier when it comes to identifiable. So again, it's like, oh, well, adults probably thought they were taking their kids to a superhero movie without looking at the rating system. In fact, my mother took my little brother to see Blade 2. Usually things don't bother my little brother. In fact, he demanded to be taken to like movies like that. But like about, I don't know, what was it? It was about a couple minutes in, and then he tagged out. He was a little kid at the time. He tagged out. My mother tagged out. They went to go, and they snuck into. They didn't sneak in. They asked if they could go and watch another movie, and the manager was all like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" He led them to a movie that had just started. I think they ended up watching the Fast and the Furious movie. Whichever one of those movies came out. I think if the timeline adds up. But it's just like, as some kids can take it, some kids can't. And my brother and my mother thought they were going to watch a superhero movie, which may have featured some vampires getting torn up. It turned out to be like a lot darker than they had anticipated, and they acted accordingly. So that's just how.
It's funny. Sorry, it's funny because here in Chile, the line is pretty blurred. I mean, one of my friends, he told me that he's a big movie buff. He has a little TV show in here.
Ooh, a TV show or a web series?
A TV show.
Ooh, he's actually on TV. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a little. Imagine okay. I hate to put it like this, but imagine if Brad Jones and Mystery Science Theater had a baby and made that baby alcoholic. That's pretty much the show.
Ah.
They talk about
is
movies
it
like
public? Is it public domain, or is he like sponsored by, like, on a channel, or is it like midnight kind of thing?
all of them. I mean, yes.
Okay.
It's on an open channel. It's about midnight. They used to very early back in the day when I was little. They used to show, I don't know, the parts of the thing, clips of the most gratuitous parts, and they were like, "Hey, look, that's giant cock." I bet. No, it has specs, so it has to be a vagina. So they used to rate from the movies in a very like scene way.
Yeah.
And he has 3 kids. He took his older daughter to watch The Dark Knight, and she loved it. She was like 16, 17, and the his little kids go like, "Dad, I want to go watch The Dark Knight. I love Batman animated series, so it has to be the same." He was like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's not as gory. The violence is very implied." Thing is, the kid bothered him for a week, and they went there. And the kid fell asleep.
Oh, fell asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that goes to show you. In fact, I was not interested in Batman as a kid. Even said that on the channel. Like I said, I wasn't interested in the Batman the animated series because I thought it was like super dull. It wasn't the kind of like sensory overload that I was used to or what I thought cartoons were. Like giant robots and or wacky cartoon sound effects, that kind of stuff. So when they had those slow moments, I was like, oh man, this is boring. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like there's a Catwoman episode very early on, and it's just her skulking around on the on the top of the roof, and she steals something, and Batman looks at her, I think. At least that's how how I remembered it. So I was like, oh man, this is a real boring. This is a real boring Batman thing. I mean, I was still interested in like the Hanna-Barbera. Like I would buy a VHS of Batman, rented from our old our neighbor had a video store, and it was like, oh, I like this Batman where it's like bright colors and action, and the music's all like, very, it tells you what to feel, like it's like do 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 do, or like, and then you had the Batman the animated series, and it was just like it's more cerebral, and I couldn't process it at the time.
You know what? Batman animated series episodes that made me an instant fan.
What?
One was when they first introduced the Riddler, and the other was Christmas. Yeah, that's the one. And the other one was Christmas with the Joker.
Ooh, nice.
Not only to me is that one of the funniest episodes, but I try that every December.
Nice. I was gonna say the Why Aren't You Rich? One of the few episodes I did really like, going early on. And again, I was like a little kid, so I was like, oh man. Looking back, it's obvious that series was much more special than I was given my 6-year-old palate was given it credit for. But Why Aren't You Rich was one that featured, I don't know, like a video game, and that was something.
Riddle of the Minotaur.
Yeah, that was something my kid brain could kind of get into and be like excited. Ooh, video game! I love the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. It's like finally they're doing something good. Yeah, it was. That was one of the things that was like that won me over, or at least one of my one of the favorite ones. And then of course, as I got older, I appreciated all the older. The better aspects of the episode. I mean, not the episode, the series. But yeah, that's a good one.
And as an adult, I actually enjoy. There are two more episodes that they're not exactly a two-parter, but they feel like it. One is called Night of the Ninja, and the other one Day of the Samurai.
Oh yeah, the Night of the Ninja is where he gets the dummy and does something with that. I'm not gonna spoil it, but isn't it? He like one of his old students, or not master, his classmates from ninja school.
And you mentioned like a training dummy.
Yeah, okay, something has to do with the training dummy.
That's Day of the Samurai.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. That's Day of the Samurai? I figured that would be Night of the Ninja.
When Kyodai Ken, the classmate, tries to hunt down Bruce Wayne in Gotham City, and he comes across Batman.
Interesting.
Like I said,
does he immediately identify Batman as... does he immediately identify Batman as Bruce Wayne? By his fighting style?
Pretty much. And the way Batman describes it in Day of the Samurai, it immediately, in my head, I went, that is good writing. Like he said, fighting styles are like fingerprints. And then he goes into detail about why that is, and that instantly won me over.
Okay, my story with Batman?
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, Chile is a very particular country. In here, for a long time, And I mean, after the Tim Burton's, whenever you said Batman, people thought West. Okay. And the cartoons in here, Batman wasn't that big at the beginning. Thing is that in here, if you wanted to see Superman, you had the old Fletcher cartoons.
Right.
Thing is, once my dad wanted to rent me a movie, and I remember I saw the VHS. I didn't understand it. I mean, I want to see this one in the cartoon alley. And he went like, okay. So he rented me a movie that started basically with this. Hold on. With a chorus.
What?
Dude. Sorry, I couldn't put it so high.
Oh.
He rented me Mask of the Phantom, and to this day, the opening gives me chill.
Yeah.
Oh, the music and Mask of the Phantasm is amazing.
I know. Well, it's scored like a movie. It is a movie. It is a movie.
Dude.
It was released in theaters. I can't believe that was your first experience with Batman. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I need to get that movie in my collection.
Let me tell you one thing. When I first got The Dark Knight Returns, and I saw that, whenever I read something, I had to listen to music. And when they show the news of there's this thing going on and all that, I had to put the opening. And the crescendo, when it breaks into the chorus, is the first page when we see Batman jump in the air. And I freaked out, man. I wasn't doing the comic. I was inside the comic at that moment. And yeah, Mask of the Phantasm was my first experience to the Batman.
Wow, that's awesome. That's pretty good.
Wait, wanna hear?
That's like a good.
Wanna hear the overkill?
Huh?
There's an overkill.
What?
You see,
overkill?
my parents owned a toy store.
Ooh.
So after that, whenever they got Batman toys, a couple of them vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell, I still got the Batman ship somewhere around here.
Anyway, that's God, what a good that's like the best Joker, the best, like a really good Batman. A really good Batman story.
Mark Hamill will always be the greatest Joker.
You know what? If I had to do a top 10 of animated Jokers, Hamill, and then I would go with John DiMaggio.
Yeah, John DiMaggio
He's
is pretty good.
Too.
I would also give it to Kevin Michael Richardson. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
He's got to be the most drastic change in Joker that didn't involve him like chopping off his face and being like weird. But yeah, his Joker was like really great. He could hit those like low parts and high parts. And
by the way, did you hear the rumor that DC wants to do next
what?
as a movie? Apparently they want to do Death of the Family.
Huh?
Okay.
Death
have you read
the Family or Death?
No. Death of the Family.
Which
Okay,
is...
Which
okay,
one is
it's
that?
from New
I
50.
forget.
Okay, so Death of the Family is basically a Batman story that takes place after the Joker ripped his own face, and he now wears his face mask.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Okay, that's the
In
dumb
which
Joker I was talking about. And yeah, they would want to
do you know?
because
But do you know why he ripped off his face officially within the comic universe?
no, why?
To prove a point.
To prove a point. Okay, what was the point? That he could do it, or what?
No, I mean other than that, because in Death of the Family, he knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne, and he goes after the family. He starts making them start mistrusting Batman. At the end of it, he manages to do that. But his point is, I know that you're Batman. I know where you sleep. I don't want to kill Bruce Wayne. I want to kill the person behind it. Because I will always be the Joker. You can change my face, you can cure me, but I will always be the same sick person underneath everything. That's his point.
Okay. That's kind of
Well,
that's kind of like the Killing Joke. where he tries to prove that everyone can go insane. So I mean, I guess I know what they're doing, and if the Killing Joke didn't exist, that would seem like pretty impressive.
But there's a little catch here.
Okay.
So the first issue of DC Comics, I mean of the Detective Comics of that story, there was one writer that at the end wrote that a villain called Dollmaker, the Joker. The very next day, the guy was fired. Scott Snyder had to figure out what the hell to do with the Joker. So yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Well, okay.
Because
if that was an improv moment, then yeah. I was gonna say I think Emperor Joker's a lot more interesting than that. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the having his face ripped off kind of thing.
That's just too strange even for me.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm not.
The whole idea behind it.
Yeah, I get the point. Well, actually, no, I don't get the point. He could have kept his face with that. I mean, I know he was making a point about masks and everything, but no, he didn't need to. Actually, well, he didn't need to. Joker doesn't need to do anything. He's insane. But still, I'm not down with that. I mean, it seems like something he might do, being deranged and whatnot. But I don't know. I just don't like the aesthetic. I don't like.
Oh shoot.
Personally, I love the aesthetics, but now I think DC is going. I think DC forgot how to make comics. Did you hear the last thing that happened with the DC Rebirth?
What?
Okay. CR is not take a deep breath, inhale, exhale.
Okay, what's going on?
So they rebooted the universe again. This time going to the original continuity, and Batman was able to sit in the chair of God and ask two questions. One, who killed his parents, Joe Chill? And two, who's the Joker? The chair answered him. There's not one Joker, there's three.
There's what?
There's three Jokers.
Oh.
Not one. Wait. And the new universe apparently was made by a character that's part of the DC canon, but that nobody has ever connected to the DC canon. Are you
what?
They connected the Watchmen to the canon of DC.
Oh yeah.
Apparently,
I saw the pin. I saw Batman with the pin.
That's real.
Yeah.
The new villain is a mastermind called Mr. Oz.
I gotta quickly sketch something out.
And some believe that that one of the Joker's personalities is either Rorschach or the comedian.
Oh. I actually read the prequels to the Watchmen before Watchmen or whatever I think the Comedians was the strongest. You know those prequel comics that they try to release. I think I think the Comedians was the strongest because it just kind of showed it changed his character the way you see him because it's implied that he shot FDR. Wait, no, FDR. Am I saying that right? I'm not.
JFK?
Am I thinking of JFK? No. No, I'm thinking of JFK, right?
Yeah, JFK.
Okay, I'm thinking of JFK. It's implied that he shot JFK, and then that kind of got retconned. If you read the prequels. So, I mean, like I said, I think that's the strongest. But on the other hand, I think they alter a lot of different things that made Watchmen kind of really good. So, I don't feel comfortable with them trying to add the Watchmen to the DC universe. I think Watchmen was what it was. It was a deconstruction of superhero stories. It wasn't about what eventually happens to superheroes. I think it was what happens when superheroes act like assholes. And kind of forget what they do. In fact, you can make an argument that that's kind of like the second generation of superheroes, because you have the first generation with Night Owl and all that stuff, and then you've got the second generation who grew up idolizing the first generation, and they kind of became superheroes just because it was a thing to do. You especially see that with, Silk Spectre, or I forget what her name is.
Two Factor 1, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, the second Silk Spectre. You can tell because she's the second in her lineage. I think it's better off as a standalone project. I don't think they need to bring it into the universe.
Well, let's be honest. DC, I love DC, but Jeff Jones doesn't know what he's doing. Scott Snyder, I'm pretty sure he plays with figurines when he makes the script. And then Batman punched Superman so hard that he became God. Because he admitted, he said, the idea of Bad God, I took it from the memes. I'm pretty sure DC went what haven't we done yet that we should do to trigger the fans? Hey, why don't we mess with Alan Moore again?
Yeah. Like I said, I just don't. I don't dig what's going on with DC. Actually, I don't read comic books either way. Pardon me. Oh, I got the hiccups. My favorite comic book running right now is the Ghostbusters series, which isn't even a series. It's just a collection of different, like miniature stories. They got Ghostbusters International, Ghostbusters Mass Hysteria. They tend to release their comic books as arcs. And that works really well because you can then just publish them after that as graphic novels.
I was having this argument with somebody at a comic book store. I think the main problem here when it comes to comic books, to reading comic books, is one, you have a character like Batman or Superman.
Uh-huh.
The problem starts, in my point of view, when one writer takes the character from another writer.
Yeah, that can be. That's why Sandman is so good, because Neil Gaiman, the person who was running DC at the time, Neil Gaiman was so afraid that it was implied that as soon as he left the Sandman, it was going to be picked up by another writer, and I think he managed to, or the DC was like, hey, you really don't want this character to go on without you, do you? And he's like, no, I don't. And he says, okay, well, then we'll just end publication of Sandman. And Sandman can pop up in different places, in the DC universe.
Let me tell you one thing. In here I have one novel of Sandman made by different authors, but all those writers are friends of Gaiman.
Yeah, exactly.
They're known newcomers. Second, I started to read a comic book. It's called Lucifer.
Uh-huh.
It's the story of Lucifer the Morningstar from Sandman.
Yeah.
But it was written by one of the guys who made Hellblazer, but the consultant is Neil Gaiman, and he was always on top of the project.
Yeah.
He was always going Lucifer wouldn't do this. So I have to give kudos when one writer doesn't allow others to intervene with his work. The second rule I have to comic book newcomers, and this is for you guys on the chat, is read by author more than for the character.
Yeah, read by author.
And third, personally, if you guys want to read something very good, go with DC Vertigo. All those bloodlines of Vertigo are over yet. They have the Sandman, the Swamp Thing, Hellblazer, Lucifer, Preacher, which is amazing. So right now I'm telling everyone, shut up and read Hellboy. Shut up and read Hellboy and BPRD.
Now,
if you're not doing it,
series is over, right?
Hellboy is September 1. Kind of, sort of.
Well, he told the last story, but then they keep jumping around in the middle of. They keep jumping around to other times, which is the kind of way you can do it.
Okay, can I give a huge spoiler for Hellboy? Okay, guys. I'm gonna give a huge spoiler for Hellboy.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. Mute if you don't wanna hear. Hellboy is dead now.
Yeah.
He died.
Mm-hmm.
His original arc ended. Okay, it's over. After that happened, the world basically started. The apocalypse already started. So Mignola continued to do the universe within Hellboy, which is BPRD, and now he's connecting all his other works. For example, Boston. Apparently, there's cameos of the characters. Serial Grey, Witch Hunter. He has his own standalone series, and apparently, he's the Serial Grey is in hell. There was a story about an armor that fought Nazis called Burial or something like that. And in the last issues, BPRD had to use Burial to fight something. I won't go into details. Thing is that the Mignolaverse is connected officially, and the official Mignolaverse will finish on September of this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Dude,
okay. I mean, I kind of want him to do more work. What's he gonna do?
He's doing other works. He's working for DC and Marvel here and there. He's still trying to do Hellboy 3, even if it's animated. And now, the thing is that he said he had all the Hellboy BPRD and all planned 10 years ago when he started it. So that's something I'm really glad about. The thing is, he's not trying anymore. Since he stopped doing Hellboy, Guy Davis is doing all the art.
Right.
And if you guys don't know who Guy Davis is, you should. He's an amazing artist when it comes to horror. But yeah, dude, I've been reading. I binge watch Hellboy and BPRD, and I want more. It's my new heroine. I need it.
Scott, do you like Hellboy?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never read the comics, but I love the movies.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen the animated movies?
Yes, I know Blood and Iron is my favorite one.
Uh-huh.
What is the other one called? Sword.
Sword in the Storms or something. I like that one better.
That one's okay.
Well, actually,
Dude.
I think what was the other one? The Blood and the Stone.
Blood and Iron.
Blood and Iron. That one has a more condensed, makes more sense. But I just like it I like the way Hellboy goes throughout all the different spots and meets all the different characters within the Japanese lore. So that's my favorite part. I mean, the fight at the end was kind of a letdown, but other than that, yeah.
You know what I wish would have been I wish they would have made a series.
Oh yeah. That would have been great.
I wish they would have made the Amazing Screw-On Head as a series.
Yeah, that was pitched to Sci-Fi. That's like on a billion.
Yeah.
That's like on a billion. Pilots that didn't get picked up lists.
Well, I might have some kind of a good news, but not that kind of good news you guys expect. Mignola confirmed that Screw-On Head is part of the comic book.
Good. It's part of the universe.
So Emperor Zombie might show up again. The god that they fight at the end is officially one of the emanation of the Eldritch Horror. So yeah, it's part of the canon. So who knows?
Good.
And I will say this: I loved the voice acting in Screw-On Head.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially
mortals. Do I look mortal to you?
I thought I was perfectly clear.
Oh, it's
You know something I don't.
I say, go ahead, say it. Poppycock.
Why steal a book you can't read? That's silly.
I always like when he's like, "Ooh, it's not a jewel; it's a piece of crap."
It's a turnip.
With a small parallel universe inside. Small parallel universe inside the trip. That's what always gets me.
My arm is getting tired.
Thank you, patience.
Also, what's really
Wasn't-
good is
wasn't
the Goon
Patton-
series.
Wait, what?
come on.
The Goon.
Okay.
Weren't they going to make that into an animated movie?
Yeah, they were, and it didn't happen.
Damn, I was looking forward to that.
It looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
but
must
no,
awesome projects be shelved?
no, because
Why
they don't
does-
have any faith in like animation that's not like
No.
like
Why
just
does-
like what happened to it the Popeye cartoon. Hold on a second, I'm gonna check something. Is her boob? Yeah, her boob's lopsided. Shit. I was gonna get up and
Sorry.
go check something. Hold on a second.
Go ahead. I was gonna
There, you guys talk amongst
Why-
yourselves.
Okay. Why does every Dark Horse movie project ends up in this shitter? Why does Hollywood must hate Dark Horse?
I don't know. It wasn't Mystery Men part of Dark Horse?
Yeah, it's part of the Amazing Carrot Head. I mean, the Flaming Carrot universe.
I'll say this: Mystery Men is definitely one of my favorite guilty pleasures.
Oh man, that movie's so bad, but it's my kind of bad.
How can you go wrong with a villain named Casanova Frankenstein?
Okay. Let's see. They had R.I.P.D. Mystery Man, The Mask, Barbed Wire, Hellboy 1 and 2. Timecop was a comic? Okay.
Barbed Wire was a Dark Horse comic?
Yeah.
What's going on?
We're talking about all the times that Dark Horse has been pissed off. Has been kicking in the ground because of Hollywood. Let's see.
Oh.
They made The Mask, which is a very good comic book. Time Cop, I never read it. Time Girl. Oh God, Jamie Hewlett, I need to hug you, man.
There is a really good series called Good Bad Flicks. It doesn't get as much. It doesn't get as much exposure as it deserves. I suggest they just released a Tank Girl episode explaining all. They have a series called Exploring, and they explore Tank Girl. They explore The Stuff. They explore all these movies. It's different from their review series because all they do is just kind of spit out factoids. But it's really interesting. They have an Exploring Tank Girl episode that they just released. And yeah, I suggest everyone go and, check that out.
Well, returning very quickly to the subject, Barbed Wire. I forgot Barbed Wire was a comic book.
Oh, that's
Virus. Oh my
Scream's
God!
comic book.
Wait.
That makes sense.
Virus. Dude, have you read the comic book Virus?
The what?
Virus by Dark Horse. Have you read that?
Virus? Is that anything to do with the movie Virus?
Yeah, everything basically. But he's good. That's the thing.
Really? Okay.
Wait a minute.
So Virus was based off a comic book. Okay,
The
that's.
comic book is amazing. Let's see.
Oh, it's kind of like the
Wait a second,
Thing mixed with robots.
It's the thing mixed with the Borg, basically.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's see. Mystery Man, which is an amazing film. G-Man
Hey.
from Hell. Yeah?
Oh, hang on. I saw something by Suki Kondor. He mentioned to me, don't forget Blue Raja. I just want to say this to Suki. Blue Raja, Master of Silverware.
Yeah, I liked Mystery Man. It was a good series. Not good series. I liked the movie, but it was actually based off the comic book. What, the Flaming Carrot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
I
comic's
never
amazing.
read that.
Dude, if you like Howard the Duck, you're gonna love that. Oh, hold on. G-Man from Hell. I never heard from that one. They made... Wait. American Splendor is from Dark Horse?
What?
Okay, do you know the comic book American Splendor?
No.
Okay. American Splendor is an indie comic. I mean, it was drawn by Crumb. It basically, okay. The premise is this: this guy called Harvey Pekar. He's sick and tired of comic books. He says people like to see the dramas of comic books, but life is complicated. So, what if I make a comic book about my life? He's a pessimistic. He was. He had a lot of issues. So the comic book tells it's basically his daily life. The most world comic that he sold was called Our Cancer Years, in which is the whole process of him being diagnosed with cancer, his family going through it, and all that. There's a movie with Paul Giamatti.
Excuse me.
It's very, very sweet. It's a very good movie, dude. To be a comic book, it's one of the few mature comic book movies I've ever seen, and it's already underrated. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, so American Splendor.
Yeah. With Paul Giamatti.
I'll have to look that up.
Like, it's a comedy drama. It's very slice of life. And it has a bit of documentary in between.
Right.
Time Cop 2, Hellboy, Alien vs. Predators, Sin City, 300, R.I.P.D. Did anybody saw that movie?
No, it was just Men in Black with ghosts.
It was Men in Black with the dude Lebowski.
Yeah, and ghosts. That's what it was about.
Yeah. Man, okay. Dark Horse only had like.
Which was weird because the original Men in Black had demons and ghosts and stuff. They didn't just deal with aliens.
Dude, the original Men in Black.
Yeah, they just dealt with everything paranormal. They didn't just deal with aliens.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm missing out.
Okay,
Scotty. That got an overhaul, like a serious one for the movie. Because they basically just said, oh, okay, well, no, we're just limited to aliens. They don't fight ghosts or anything. Which, actually, I don't know. I think that actually worked out because the film series we got is pretty cool. I think it would have been kind of weird if they also fought, like, ghosts and psychics and stuff like that.
I believe the TV show dealt a little bit with ghosts, but it was for a Halloween episode.
Oh, okay.
Scotty.
That was like alien ghosts or something like that.
No. There was an actual ghost, like a poltergeist.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was taking over the base. What do they call it? M6 or something?
Yeah. I don't remember. Thing is, Scotty, the first Men in Black movies borrows heavily from the comic books. 2 and 3, they went their own way.
Is that a fact?
Dude, I read the comic books. There's an issue where an alien ship falls into a farm. The farmer goes out with a shotgun. The alien says, relay your weapon. The guy goes, you must take it from my dead cold hands. And the aliens want to come back the next day to take the guns from his dead cold hands. And the Men in Black have to intervene. Oh, and the aliens, guess what? They're giant mantis.
Well, I'll be damned.
They're giant mantises? They're what? Hello? Did we just drop off? Hello? Hello? Huh. That was weird. Were you still connected? Huh. Let's see. I think I did. Hold on. Oh. Hello. Hello, you guys there?
Yeah.
I am.
I think
Can you hear me?
I don't know what happened. Does that
We
happen
were
a lot?
talking about ghosts. No, but we were talking about ghosts and government conspiracies.
Oh,
Um, hey Chad,
yeah.
and I don't mean to change the subject, but have I told you that I've given my cat character a boyfriend?
Oh, good.
I'm
Wh-
jealous.
What's his name? Oh,
Marvin, and he's a mouse.
well, that's cool. Hi, Grandma.
No, Rocco.
Oh, she
I mean,
can't hear
Fontaine.
you. I've got the headphones plugged in. Um,
Here.
she can't hear you anyway. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, put it in the chat for everyone to see.
Oh, well, okay. Well, what I sent you is that they're in a cosplay where Marvin is Steven Universe and Francesca is dressed as Opal.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's see. I'm having trouble with this arm for some reason. There we go.
Me to stream you guys through here and then through the chat. This is weird.
What? Oh, the way you're hearing all this?
Yeah, with delay. I don't know. Am I high? No, I'm not.
No, of course you're not. Looks good. Let's see. I'm having trouble with this arm. There we go. There's a little bit of a delay with you guys talking and me. I mean, with not the delay, but the pen, the drawing. I wonder if that's because there's more than one person. Who knows? But this
So-
is actually a pretty good little experiment.
So would this be a possibility when you get to my commission?
Of course it is. That's what the whole point of it was.
Okay, I
to
was just asking.
then do that. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to see if it would actually would be feasible.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Well,
looks
I'm
a
usually
little
around-
better. I was gonna say that looks a little
Sure.
better. Her arm is a little wonky still.
By the way, just giving my time zone. When you called me CR, it was about 11, and now it's 1. So
Oh,
these are
okay.
usually my. No, I don't mean it like I need to sleep, dude. Remember, I don't sleep.
I know.
So I'm usually
so
around
you're-
12.
I was gonna say you're kind of like Ben Gillette.
Me? Bro?
Let me explain. In one episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, Penn and Teller guest starred, and Penn mentioned that his superpowers are that he doesn't have to sleep, and the other is where he can control minds of waterfowl.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Ah, so you believe in magic? No, I don't.
Okay. Sorry, I'm checking the chat and they're talking about the Red Scare of the 1950s. What the hell? Dude, I left the chat for 5 minutes. What the hell's going on there?
Wait,
I'm
red.
confused.
Wait, they're talking about the red.
Some-
Scare?
1950.
Titan Ryan said Suki, the Red Scare of 1950s. I don't know if they're talking about Men in Black or American Splendor.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Anywho, I
Like-
think we might want to call it a night. Let's see, how long have we been going?
Ooh,
An
about an
hour.
hour 21.
Or
Yeah.
let's give it another. Well, actually, yeah, let's call it a night. It's 9 o'clock here. I'm gonna wind down. I think I gotta get up early tomorrow and get some equipment to do some yard work around here. And I still don't like that arm, so I'm gonna work on that later.
Okay.
But
It's
anyway,
1 in here, but you already know my times in case you want to do this again.
yeah, this is great. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, I usually do this around
They-
same
they
time
want
every
Black
night.
Sun. Oh, well, they were talking about Black Set. That's why they mentioned the Red Scare.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you're gonna if you do this again, would you possibly let me know ahead of time?
Yeah, sure.
Or I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine.
No. This is great. Well, actually, I kind of just either I do it or I kind of, I kind of don't sometimes. Some nights, it depends. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean, I could get on like maybe 30 minutes early and tell you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, bleh, that'll be fine.
Right on. Right on. And this
Dude,
is
you know,
this is great. This is like opens up possibilities. Maybe I can get other people on. Like I know I wanted to do one with Guru Larry for a long time. I wanted to talk to him about like some British animation stuff like that. So
Ooh,
maybe
Larry,
with
why does that sound familiar?
Guru Larry, he runs he has a show called Video Games Yanks Can't Wank.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's he's a he was a that guy. He is that guy at the glasses regular.
Oh God.
So anyway,
Sorry.
and then
Can I-
there's a bunch of other people. Maybe I'll get Hernish on here. Who knows? Hernish and
Can I-
Joe and Izzy can pop on.
Wait, Joe?
Yeah, Joe Lasco. Oh no, sorry. When I said Joe, you must have thought Angry Joe.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm also a Joe.
Actually, Joe and I, from the limited talks that we had, we both sort of share a love of board games. He collects them and he does the RPG. I like more RPG like board games in general. He brought one. He brought one to the filming of. What was it? Boldly Flee. It was like an adventure series where you went on globe trotting, you collected gold and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
know
more
that.
interested in like RPG aspects. I told you guys I got the Buffy the Vampire Slayer board game, which has like a moon. It has like a moon
Almost
cycle.
30 years. So if you want to do RPGs,
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah.
go ahead. Well, guys from the chat,
sorry.
you know that if you ever want to roleplay,
Okay. Yeah.
get Skype.
Hmm?
No, I was telling the guys in the chat if they ever want to be part of a role-playing game, let me know. I'm always
If
open.
you
I
guys
always
are
look.
role playing, if you guys are into that, Joe is super into that. So if
Or
you're
if
looking
you
for a team or
start
like
to.
Joe will hook you up.
Yeah. Do you know what? If you ever bring Count Dracula, dude, you know what? Me and he will be talking about RPGs and horror movies all day.
Oh, do you know Dracula or no? You're just saying if I ever bring him on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar. I don't personally know the guy. But yeah, I mean, if I could get a hold of him, or if someone introduces me to him.
Also, I wanted to do a little thing, if you don't mind me. Guys in the chat and everyone, I'm very into books, so if you want me, I could recommend books.
Oh yeah, he really is good with that. So yeah, we got experts.
So-
And Scott and his wife are really into cosplay, so that's a thing.
Oh. And I think probably the best cosplay I ever had so far was my Howard the Duck.
Nice.
And it's something.
Oh yeah, well Joe, you
Oh,
cosplay too. I should say, yeah.
Yeah. I still feel very amateur, but yeah, I do it.
Okay, I like this arm. I think this is okay.
Now, guys in the chat, if you allow me to recommend a book, I finished it last night. Read Joe Hill's Nosferatu.
Wait, What?
I'm gonna write it down. Uh, last night I finished a
Nosferatu?
book called. Yeah, I'm gonna write it down in here and then in the chat.
Okay.
Would it be? Oh, sorry. Would it be alright if I say a little something to the YouTube chat?
Oh yeah, sure. You've been saying all sorts of things to the YouTube chat today.
Well,
But yeah,
I just wanna tell them that I hope I sounded like a decent first impression. I
I know, man. You get nervous sometimes, but this was great. You did great, and I'm sure everyone here enjoyed you.
and Chad,
Uh-huh.
I know it. I know it is hard to try to talk, but honestly, it has been an honor talking to you again.
No problem, buddy. No problem. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I fixed that arm, I guess, and then we'll just do the hair, and then we'll start on coloring. That shouldn't be too hard. We'll save this all for tomorrow.
Emergency
Yeah,
song,
and then
so I
after
had to say.
that, we'll start working on Scouts Commission. Yeah, I
Ooh,
wanted.
yay! I can't wait for that.
Yeah, you've been waiting a long time for that. And then, God, there's another one. It's going to be a Gravity Falls Rush. Gravity Rush, because I've got a bunch of different commissions that are Gravity Falls, and they're going to be back to back. Other than. Oh, hey, Hernish, you just showed up just as we were getting ready to.
Hello.
Well, actually, I could stay for 10 more minutes. How you doing? Sheesh.
Let me say hello to Herns in Chilean. Buena, weón, ¿cómo estáis? En el chat. ¿Cómo estás, culeo? Sorry, tenía que decirlo. Basically, I said, hello, dude, how are you doing?
That's cool.
Little class of Chilean. The word weón can mean
Now, what is
dude
the
thing.
what is the name of what is Chilean? What's the name of the language?
No,
Chile? I mean,
it's Spanish, but
oh,
it's Spanish, but we use our own words for different things. For example, you can say entendiste, which means do you get it? But we use the word cachai for do you get it?
oh, okay.
We use
so it's
the
just
word-
dialect.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
for example, I don't know, if somebody calls you weon, that
Mhm.
can mean like buddy, asshole, or that thing.
Ah,
So if
because
you
I
say,
know
for example,
I know some Spanish. I mean, some countries, where you're around. I know they speak actually Portuguese, and you can't say, "Oh, you speak Spanish." It's like, no, I speak Portuguese. Am I right by that, or am I wrong by saying that?
you have to say that you speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Você fala português?
Hmm.
Você fala português?
Oh, okay.
My dad taught me a little bit of Portuguese.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Because some people, you can't, people get upset when you mix up their languages naturally.
Yeah. Also, give me a second because people are freaking out in here in the chat. Hello, Juby. How's it going? Suki. Hello, Lisbeth. How's everybody doing there? Dragon, how you doing? Ladio. Hello, Lucky Owl. How you doing?
What are they doing?
Hello,
What's
everyone.
going on?
Atlanta.
Basically, the guys are freaking out because I said a shout out to Herns in Spanish, and
Oh,
yeah, they freak out when Senpai notices them.
ah.
I mean you.
Let's see. Actually, you know what? Look at this. We're almost done with the line art for this, so let's just keep on going. I can get this done in 8 minutes. I can get this done in 8 minutes.
We'll have your drawing in 8 minutes, or it will be free. That might be, dude,
Yeah,
I
that's
found
how
a
most
card-
people. That's how most people think. It's done.
Dude,
Ooh.
Oh, 8 minutes. It's like it's been a week. Where's
see,
my
you-
commission? It's like, no, I told you. You're like the fifth. You're like, there's 6 other people in front of you. It's, but still.
By the way, CR, I found a card game that you're gonna love.
What?
It's called Ninja Burger. We deliver your food in 5 minutes, or we'll commit harakiri at your doorstep.
Wait, so it's
Ugh.
Ninja. Was it Ninja?
Ninja delivery service. It's a card game. Ninja
Ooh,
Burger. It's a
cool.
card game.
Cool.
Oh, hey Chad, have I ever told you that a friend of mine took me to see the Rift Tracks 20th anniversary of MST3K?
Oh no! What was that about?
It was okay. It was Rift Track, but it wasn't like live in front of us. It was playing at a movie theater, and it was just a bunch of the members of MST3K from past to
Past to present.
from the beginning to end, and they were all riffing on. And probably the best ones that I've seen were Shake Hands with Danger, Superman Stamp Day, and craft projects that include what you can make with pieces of grass.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Superman. I remember that one. I've seen that before, and I actually downloaded that one. Wait, Superman Stamp Day? What's that one about?
Stamp Day for Superman. Basically, something about celebrating Stamp Day while Superman tries to save Lois Lane from some criminals or something like that. It was so. The short itself was so boring I couldn't keep up, but some of the jokes were hilarious.
So, so it was like what, made to promote stamps, like the U.S. government?
Pretty much, and it had Superman in it.
Wait, the live-action Superman or the Fletcher one?
Which one was the black? Which one was in live-action black and white?
Oh, that
George
was
Reed.
yeah. That was Rex.
By the
wasn't
way,
it?
that was George Reeves, I believe.
Oh, okay.
By the way, CR on the chat, Titan Dragon 100 is asking, CR, got any 5 episodes of Dexter's Lab?
Yeah, I do like the let's see. Goofy, the kids with goofy accents. I think that's pretty. I like that one.
That's a good one.
I also like Super Dexter Family. You know, the one where they do the robots.
Last but not least.
Or the fight the Kaiju? Oh, I love that one.
Then you've got, oh god, I forget which. There's the one where Dee Dee dances and tries to get Dexter to look at the dance, and at the very end he does, and then that's it. There's no like, he finally just he spends the whole episode running away, and then just looks at her dance, and then she goes away, and then that's it. It was like, oh, that's actually kind of nice. He just complied with her. He complimented the dance, and they, went their separate ways. There's the, oh god, there's the D&D episode. That's pretty good.
Oh,
Dude, every time somebody asks me, what is role-playing, I show him that episode. It's a must. I'm sorry. It's a must.
What other ones? I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of like different ones.
have you?
Wait. Scott, should we also go through our favorite episodes?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Scott.
Want
What's
to
your
double check?
favorite episodes? What are your guys' favorite episodes?
Okay. One of them is when Dexter tries to figure out how Dee Dee snuck into his lab again, and he keeps pointing out obvious entrances, and Dee Dee kept saying no, and in the end, it turns out she just went through the bookcase, and Dexter just locked himself out of the lab for no damn reason.
Oh, that was a sad one.
Oh yeah.
Very quickly.
Oh hey,
Scar,
Comics Hero,
so-
how you doing? I'm just saying a shout out to Comics Hero. He's just
Yeah.
complimented me.
What's another good one?
Okay. Well, do you remember that one? I have three at the top of my head. One, the superhero family, the Speed Racer episode,
Oh yeah.
and I have two more. The dodgeball episode,
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
the
classic.
dodgeball episode's a classic. How could I forget that
and
one? And especially the line that they ended up censoring. But when I first heard it, I was like surprised they even let that through. Remember the gym coach looks at the
What's this piece of crap?
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my god, they actually said that.
I actually remember hearing that on TV. And now that I'm old enough, that voice reminded me of George Liquor from Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, that's
okay. And sorry, my final episode. I don't remember the context, but all I remember is Dexter couldn't sleep, and at the end he's looking at the camera. You can see his veins and going like, the horror. The horror.
oh yeah, he stays up all night and wants to get some sleep, and I forget what else happened. One episode that's from the last series, the one that people kind of complain about or don't like. Hold on, this is bugging me. Okay, I'm having trouble with my ruler, my plug-in ruler. I like the college episode one, the one where Dexter goes
That
to
one was
college.
pretty funny.
I'll give that one credit. That one was pretty original. Dexter goes to college and they tell him, oh, I know you're going to burn out if you don't relax a little bit. And he ends up actually going party crazy just at the tail end of everything. And then you've got the... Ooh, pardon me?
Sorry. I just thought of another favorite. When Dexter fires Dee Dee.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That one,
innuendo with that was like, it's like, I want you to dance around. Or no, I want to see some dancing. He ends up hiring, I don't know who. It's almost like it's implied that she's a prostitute, so she ends up saying dancing will be extra.
Yeah. And also, the other episode I remember very fondly is when Dexter, when Dee Dee tries to teach him how to be more natural, to go to the sunset, to believe he's a dinosaur, to be more hippie.
Yeah, that's right. But one thing, let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, God, what was my other one? Oh, yeah, the other one out of that series, the later series, is the one with Mom versus Mom, or where Mom fights that other woman over the gloves.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was out of that last series.
Wait.
I definitely missed out on the later episodes.
Well, yeah, it's just basically, it's a super short one. It's where Mom goes to a, she's in a discount store, or not a discount store, a store, and they have a sale on rubber house gloves, and she ends up fighting another mother, someone kind of like her, the equivalent of her. She's blonde and her hair is in a beehive hairdo, and she's got on blue rubber gloves. Damn.
Okay.
So it was a good. It was a good. It was just episodes. Is a short, really. But yeah, it was. I always looked and said, "Oh, that was a good one." Out of that final series.
Do you remember the episode was completely silent except for the final part where it begins with the light on Dexter's lab like going off and he taking the ball, shaking it so he can get a new one?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was completely silent.
Except for Dee Dee going to Dexter like, you know that the rest are going to start off as well.
They're all going to burn out at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was pretty good.
And also, Scott, for what you put on the chat, amen to that, dude. Ego Trip is amazing.
Wait, what?
Scotty on the chat, he wrote that basically he said that Ego Trip was one of the greatest things Dexter ever did.
Scott, we're talking to him.
Yeah, and dude, Ego Trip is amazing.
Yeah, Ego Trip is great.
Something Titan or something. Is it okay to say the names?
Yeah.
What?
Titan Dragon 100 mentions the episode where Dexter teams up with Action Hank, and the episode makes a joke about cocaine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fear the beard. That's it.
Yeah, we're gonna make a lot of dough with this stuff, or and it's it's that they had flour, but it was like cocaine,
And remember, it's not the beard that grows in the outside; it's the beard that grows in the inside.
And one thing that makes me laugh now is when Dee Dee and her friends made a reference of lyrics to the theme from Shaft.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Also, you remember when they by accident exchanged the secret ring, and Dexter ended up with the ponies, and Dee Dee ended up with Action Hank.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh no.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember that one, especially when Dee Dee called Dexter something in code, and when he deciphered it, he's like, "Hey, I'm telling Mom."
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was good. That's a bit of cleverness. After I'm done with these eyelashes, we will be done with the line art. And what time is it? Did I do it in time? Yeah, well, we went over a little bit. That's about 11 minutes, but
That's
I was
11.
talking, and I was having trouble with
It's
the stencil.
It's 11:35 over here.
Right. And
It's 1:35 in here.
and it's 9:35 here. So let's see. There's the line art for Miss Physics. Her leg is a bit wonky, but let me hold on a second.
I'll say this: it's looking amazing so far.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, I got a question for you.
Huh?
Monkey or the Avengers by Dexter, the Action Hero Now team? Which spin-off of Dexter was the best, and why?
Wait, Action Heroes. Oh yeah,
The Justice Friend?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. Sorry.
Yeah, Action Hero Now. I think that was like a stop motion thing for Nickelodeon.
Glam.
Yeah.
Action League.
I
Now.
like Monkey.
I have two other favorites now. From the Justice Friends, it's when they try to get rid of a bee out of their apartment.
Oh yeah, and they're all scared of it.
And from Dial M for Monkey, it's the band episode.
The band episode? Which one's
Oh, the one
that?
with the
Yeah,
scooter?
it was one. Okay, it's apparently Monkey's birthday, and they're all trying to celebrate, except that there is a giant Galactus-looking a chef that looks like Galactus, and this guy called the Silver Spooner is trying to collect all the planets for him to barbecue.
Yeah.
And I think, and my guess is the reason why it was banned is because of the way they portrayed the Silver Spooner as
gay. Right?
Yes, I honestly I couldn't
I
think of a way to say it, and I
You
I
sound
feel bad.
They don't.
But no, they definitely depicted him as a feminine, and of course, Silver Spooner implies a post-coitus position. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but he he had a spoon, so I guess they could either say, yeah, we're going to ban this, but I mean, they've got a grounds to ban it, but on the other hand, it's like, come on, kids aren't going to know that. Oh, I went up to the library today because I was looking for to see if they had a copy of Penguins of Madagascar I could use. for a video that's coming up because I got to do some.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I was gonna see if they had something that I could like rip some footage off of, and they had the complete collections of Pete and Pete, and they had
Oh no
they
way!
had they had Real Monsters, and they had Avatar, and they had it was all in the little kids section. There's no animation section, or there's no like classics, series section. So it's like kids aren't gonna know what Pete and Pete is. I mean, they might. I mean, I'd like to show them that, but it's not like they're not gonna go. They're gonna go and get the newest Pokemon that they had out. They had a bunch of Pokemon DVDs, and they had Penguins of Madagascar, but it was the TV series. That they didn't have the movie. So
I need to ask you something. Now that you mentioned Pete and Pete, any chance that familiar faces on Artie the World's Strongest Man?
you're kind of breaking up, dude.
Sorry. Any chances you do familiar faces on Pete and Pete's Artie the World's Strongest Man?
Oh yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
I
How
love-
he left the series.
Yeah, because he wanted to become human.
No, he didn't want to become human. He left because Pete didn't need a superhero anymore.
Yeah.
I-
I was thinking,
Like, you don't need
Sorry,
a superhero
go ahead, Scott.
anymore. It's like you're your own hero, and like he left. God, that was sad.
I just remembered I have another favorite episode from Monkey.
Okay, which one's
okay,
that?
go ahead.
Rassalor with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember it. And sorry, I was thinking of Beat and Beat. Do you remember that episode where the kids start like going crazy and they see Mr. Tasty as an avatar of death?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kids aren't gonna know that.
No.
Or the one where they
Yeah.
got a flu shot and they all started going crazy.
Yeah. Oh my
No-
God,
no
Mr.
kid's
Tasty.
a kid's not gonna know what aluminum siding is.
I think the only episode of Pete and Pete that I have ever seen is the one where they try to fight for their right to swim in the pool during Adult Swim.
That's
Okay.
amazing,
That's a good
dude.
one. The Halloween
you
one
should-
is always a classic for me.
They made a Halloween one?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, with the guy who's with the pumpkin's heads. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I have got to see that.
Oh, someone
Dude,
asked me.
it's not-
Someone asked me recently if the fact that I had my gravestone, my graveyard stolen, if that was a reference to anything, like a movie or something, or was that just something that actually happened? And I said, yeah, that actually happened. No, it wasn't a joke or anything. It just actually happened. Some a-holes stole a bunch of my gravestones. Anyway, I'm fiddling with this drawing a bit, and as soon as I get, yeah, I think that, yeah, I think this is good. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add Miss Physics with Adobe Illustrator because I can use a wraparound, or a mesh tool to like fit that in. But other than that, I think we're done for the night.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Yep. Anyway.
Really look.
Yeah, thank you. And I didn't even have a plan for it. I just kind of sat here and drew while you guys talked. But
Dude,
hey,
like-
This is a lot of fun.
yeah, it is. Thank you guys for helping me out with this and testing the thing. It stayed in the orange. The stream health stayed in orange the whole time. So this is definitely something we can do. It's in Skype. Isn't that labor intensive for my computer? It slows down the drawing a little bit, but that's okay. It seemed to work out just fine. And there's I can tweak things on my own later. For example,
Dude,
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm looking at the hair. There we go.
it looks good here.
There we go.
All I'm gonna say is, dude, like in every RPG, the best things happen when you're not planning things.
Right. Yeah, that actually looks pretty darn good. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I got an early day tomorrow. I gotta go and get some equipment
So
from my
good
place
night,
and
man.
come back here and do some yard work. But anyway, yeah. Hey, thank you, Joe.
Anytime.
Yeah. Thank you, Scott, and thank you
You
everyone
are
else in the
most
chat for just joining us tonight. Anyway.
Buenas noches.
Hmm?
and like I said, let me know when you want to do this again.
Yeah. Right.